Hello and welcome to the first Downtown Karate video lesson. Today we will be focusing on basic body conditioning and roundhouse kicks. These techniques can be practiced with a partner or by yourself. The entire workout should take you about 30 to 45 minutes when done properly. I hope you enjoy. Let's start with some skipping. Aim for 2 to 3 rounds of 2 minutes each, with 1 minute break in between. This helps to quickly get the body warm and keep you light on your feet, along with building good endurance for fighting. Next we have skip hops. Raise your knee with every hop. It's very important to develop a sense of rhythm and flow to your karate. Afterwards, extend your leg out and try to touch your feet. Alrighty, time to warm them legs up even more. Go for fast front kicks or maegiri to the body, remembering to keep your hands high and stance strong. Do the same for the side kick or yokogiri and the round kick or mawashigiri. Finally, we have some squat jumps. Very good to build up those leg muscles for moving and kicking. Try to land on your toes each time. Also very important after warming up the body is stretching. These are your shoulders. Everything must be very loose when you train to prevent injury. Stretch your triceps as well. Very important to loosen those. Next are the front of the thighs. They get very stiff from sitting down, so it's important to stretch them properly. Now we move to the back of the leg or the hamstring. Stretch both legs together and separately. Always take very long with stretching, no rush. It may be short now, but it's just a video. Take about 10 to 15 minutes. That's a good length for stretching. Stretching the groin is also very important, but you already knew that, since everything is important in stretching. We will be kicking in today's lesson, so make sure to stretch well. Another stretch to loosen the groin and hamstring. Try to keep your heel on the floor and point your toes to the ceiling. Quick loosen of the legs there. Okay, more leg stretching. We use our legs to move, not only to kick, so it's very important that they're warm, especially if you're training outside when it's cold. Try and touch your toes where you can. If you can't touch your toes, then grab your ankles instead. Alright, thighs and glutes, very important for stances. Make sure to do both legs. And finally we move to the neck, up and down, then sideways and horizontally, ear to shoulder, then the full neck, top half and the bottom half, then the whole head. Okay, good to go. The first exercise we have is a normal push-up. I want you to try it on your knuckles. It helps to condition them along with your wrist so you don't break your hand when you punch someone. Remember, your hand has small bones. You need to make them stronger. Go for normal push-ups if you can't do them on your knuckles. Now we have wide push-ups. These target your back muscles and help to build endurance. They're also known as boxing muscles. Now we have diamond push-ups, focused on the triceps. Now we're going for power. When you push up, try and launch your upper body off the floor. It puts your muscles into overtime and it gradually increases power. To make it more advanced, lift your entire body off the floor. Take care when landing and have proper form so you don't damage your wrist. And finally we have the raised push-up. Here I use a garden chair and focus the weight on my chest. Now let's get familiar with some punches. Take your time, flow into each punch. Aim for about 3 to 4 techniques each, hitting your partner's gloves. If you don't have a partner, you can always use the air in front of you. We're looking for technique, not for power. Same with the round kick. Try and land your shin into your partner's body. You can use the foot, but it's a lot more dangerous, so I'd rather you go for the shin. Shin also does a lot more damage when we're fighting, and that's what we're looking for. Remember to turn the supporting leg and throw your hip out into the kick. Now it's my favorite technique, the leg kick. All the same rules apply. Make sure you keep your hands up by your face. Okay, now let's go for some combinations. It's the lead hand into the kick, so it's a jab into the right kick. Measure the distance with your hand. If you can touch your partner with your hand, you can land your shin straight into the body. Now we'll load the hip up using a cross. 1, 2, kick. 1, 2, kick. 1, 2, kick. Next is the left shuffle to right kick. Always good to be light on the feet when fighting, and this combo will help you. Add in a left hook to the head to hide the shuffle before the kick comes out. Now we are doubling our kicks, aiming low first then to the body. Mixing levels with hard and soft techniques is a very important concept in karate. Try and bounce off the floor into the body kick. And here's a fun one for you to try. It's a scissor kick, also known as hasamigeri in Japanese. Inside low kick, then body kick. Very difficult to pull off, but lots of fun to do. And finally we have some body punches, bit of conditioning to finish off. It's always good to punch people in the face, but we also need to know how to take shots, and this will help you to do that. And finally we cool down. We have a lot of adrenaline pumping during training, so it's always good to relax and calm ourselves before we continue with our day. This also helps prevent muscle soreness and injury, so be sure to take the time to stretch off after training as well. About 5 to 7 minutes should do the job. Okay, that's the video guys. Aim for about 10 to 12 of each push-up to begin with, and add more once you get comfortable. Try and go for your knuckles, but if you can't, then use the palm as normal. Spend about 5 minutes on each combination too. I would also like to see what you're all up to at home as well. What kind of training have you been doing? I aim to put out 1 or 2 long videos like this every week, with some shorter bite-sized videos to supplement every day. If you have any questions or would like me to cover any specific technique, then please let me know. Keep training, and I'll see you all next time. Us.